What's up, guys? It's Mac. We're back, and today we're doing something that's a little different. We're not fishing, but we're doing something for fishing to fuel the habit, fuel the passion. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to save thousands, if not thousands, at least hundreds a year on bait. And tonight, I'm going to show you guys how to go worm picking in the dark, kind of what to look for, and some tips on how to do it. And I'm going to show you guys literally just how crazy it is and how much money you can actually save doing this. So here in Manitoba, the main worm we got is night crawlers. Hence the name night crawlers. They like to come out at night. You can see here, see how they're all coming out here, and you can just grab them. Every night these night crawlers come out just so crazy, and they are just the best bait for fishing a lot of river systems, stuff like that. But I'm just going to show you guys literally how many you can get. I'm going to probably do a little time lapse here of how many I can get in like half an hour. So right there I already got 3. And if you fish, you know the prices of night crawlers. Right now in Manitoba, night crawlers are kind of around $5-6 a dozen, which is kind of crazy. So tonight I'm going to pick as many worms as I can in probably a half an hour window, and we're going to see how much money you can actually save by picking your own worms. So let's get to it. It's nice on a night like this where it's not super wet, because what you can actually look for when you're picking the worms is you just look for something wet in the grass, and it's usually a worm. Rainy nights can be super good too, but it's a little bit harder because everything's wet. But usually the worms will be out a little bit further. You can see here, like, there's so many small ones like this sticking around. But basically, I'm just kind of going around selectively picking whatever ones I want. Basically just targeting bigger ones. One thing that always amazes me about the worms is just how fast they are. It's crazy. You see the worms and you don't think they're very fast, but if you're struggling picking them, it's honestly because you're probably just too slow. It takes a bit of practice, but when you can get good at it and get really good and effective at picking worms, it is just unbelievable the amount of that you can get. In a good night, you can get a couple pounds of worms, no problem. And everywhere I've ever gone like worm picking, you can always find spots. What I like to look for is spots that get hit by dew early, and spots that retain moisture. So low spots are usually always good. Sometimes high spots can be good if they're facing north, if they're not in super direct sunlight. But try to look for things that are going to hold more moisture. Big thing too when picking the worms is make sure when you're grabbing on the end that's going to suck down the hole, not the end ahead of the hole, because they only ever usually come like halfway out of their holes. So if you're grabbing ahead of where they're sticking out, you're gonna miss them. All right, so you can see there from that time lapse, it didn't take long and managed to get a whole whack load of worms. Like I said, if you're looking for a way to save a lot of money while enjoying your hobby, such as fishing or anything else outdoors that needs worms, this is definitely a way to do it. Save a lot of money and get a lot of prime bait in the process. You can see there, that is quite a few worms. Don't even know what kind of dollar value this would be, but this will definitely get me through for quite a while.